So in this video, I'm going to be explaining what a stocks and shares ISA is and why you'd want to use that type of account instead of using something like a general investment account. Now, when you sign up to an investing app or broker, typically what you'll find is that you'll start investing within a general investment account. Now, the problem with that is that whatever money that you make, of course, when you're investing for the long term, you're going to be making some money. You can make money through capital gains or even through dividends. And within a general investment account, all of this has to be taxed at some point after you exceed your personal allowances, depending on what kind of taxpayer you are. However, within an ISA, things are pretty different. Now, ISA stands for Individual Savings Account, and within the UK, each of us has a £20,000 allowance per tax year that we can deposit, and anything within that ISA is protected against tax. This includes dividends and capital appreciation. If you want a video that simplifies this even further, explains all these terms and what your allowances are, check out this video over here. So in this video, I'm going to be looking at the Trading 212 app, going to look at the Trading 212 Invest account and why you'd want to use a Trading 212 ISA instead. If you don't have Trading 212, this video does still apply to most other brokers who offer a stocks and shares ISA. If you want to sign up to Trading 212, which in my opinion is one of the best UK-based platforms for investing for the long term, then use the link in the description down below. Or if you've signed up recently, you can use my promo code, which is my name, JUBAIR, and you will receive a free share when you sign up. Now, here is my Trading 212 account, and as you can see, when I log in, you can see the balance of my portfolio. Now, if we go on the top left corner, you can see there's a button called INV. When we press that, you can see the type of account we are on with Trading 212. So as you can see, by default, it always opens to the Trading 212 Invest account. And this is just another way of saying that this is a Trading 212 general investment account. Any money that I make through capital appreciation by selling off my shares or through dividends and even interest is liable for independent tax. So I'll have to actually fill out a self-assessment or actually go through an accountant. You might be wondering, why do I have more than £20,000 in my general investment account? Why not put it in my ISA? Because as I mentioned before, each year we have a £20,000 allowance that we can put in to our stocks and shares ISA. So if I go back to the INV button, and you can see here there is another account, which is the Trading 212 ISA account. What we want to avoid is the Trading 212 CFD account, because all the rules here are completely different and you most likely want to avoid that. So if we now tap onto the Trading 212 ISA account, we can see that I have a completely separate portfolio here, and now we have entered the ISA zone. So any investments that we have within our ISA are not liable for taxes, including capital gains tax, dividend income, and even any money that we earn from interest. It is still worth mentioning that even within an ISA, there are some unavoidable fees, such as a platform fee, which Trading 212 does not have. ETF fees you always have to pay. UK-based stocks, you'll mostly be paying a stamp duty, and of course US stocks, you will be paying a withholding tax, but this technically has nothing to do with the ISA anyway. Those charges would have been there anyway. Now, if I press on the drop-down menu here, you can see that I am definitely within my Trading 212 ISA account, but also we can see a little progress bar here. Now, like I said before, everyone in the UK, if you are a full-on UK taxpayer, we have a £20,000 allowance per tax year that we can put into our ISAs. Now, it is worth mentioning that there are 4 types of ISAs. One that you may have heard of before, called a cash ISA, as many banks in the UK actually offer these. These are a risk-free way of saving money. However, the amount that you get paid in interest is a lot lower. Remember that with stocks and shares, you are taking a lot more risk than a bank, for example, but at the potential of having a bit more reward. Now, as you can see, I have 100% ISA utilization right now, which means that I have deposited £20,000 out of £20,000 into my stocks and shares ISA with Trading 212. From April the 6th, I will have a new £20,000 allowance that I'm going to actually try to max out as soon as possible. That is the reason why I have over £20,000 within my Trading 212 Invest account. What I'm going to do is, as soon as April the 6th opens, I'm going to be transferring £20,000 of funds from my Trading 212 Invest account straight into my Trading 212 ISA account. Like I said before, there are other types of ISAs, such as a cash ISA, lifetime ISA, and an innovative finance ISA. If you do deposit any money into those other ISAs, that £20,000 allowance is shared between those different ISAs. Currently, as I speak right now, you can only open one new stocks and shares ISA ISA per taxed year. However, from April the 6th, which most of you will be watching then, you can open as many stocks and shares ISAs as you like. However, the £20,000 allowance is shared between those different accounts and those different ISAs. So one thing that I forgot to mention is that if you don't use up your £20,000 allowance per tax year, you can never carry that forward, meaning that it is a use it or lose it kind of thing. That is another reason why it is within your best interest to actually try to max out these ISAs per year. Any allowances that you've ever missed out on, you can never get that back. Now, if you do want to transfer from your trading to invest account, maybe because you had not known about ISAs and all your money was within your general investment account, I get a lot of questions, and this isn't the worst mistake at all, especially when you are a beginner investor. Chances are you're not going to be having that much in your general investment account in order to actually pay any taxes. From April the 6th, the allowances are going to be halved. So if you make any capital gains over £3,000, you're liable to be paying tax, as well as making any dividends over £500. This means that it is within your best interest for a long-term investor to actually move your money from your invest account into a stocks and shares ISA, because typically you'd want to invest for 20, 30, 40 years. And within that amount of time, you can have a portfolio size of over $1 million quite easily if you invest regularly, not financial advice. When you have a large portfolio size, the amount of dividends and capital gains that you can have are actually amplified, meaning that you might be liable to be paying a lot of tax. So it is always good practice, if you want to invest for the long term, to actually do all of this within a stocks and shares ISA, and that £20,000 per year allowance is very generous and very, very hard to fill for an average person. Now, if I do want to transfer this money, I can't do it right now. I press the 3 arrows button here, and then you want to go over to this menu item here called Manage Funds. Now here at the bottom, you can see that you can move funds from your Trading 212 Invest account into your Trading 212 ISA account, and the CFD account doesn't come into play here. Now, if I press on Move Funds, you can see that I can move between my invest account to my Trading 212 ISA account. One thing to note here is that any withdrawals from your Trading 212 ISA account are going to come away from your £20,000 per year deposit limit, meaning that if you've deposited already £20,000 of your ISA money and you accidentally transfer from your ISA to your invest account, that £20,000 allowance has completely gone for that tax year. So definitely don't do that. Any money that you take out from your ISA is money taken away from your allowance, and it's really going to affect your gains in the future if you're taking out money anytime soon. If you think you do need to actually withdraw some money in the foreseeable future, then I really wouldn't recommend investing for you anyway. However, if you want to dabble in some investments and you're thinking that maybe in the short term, maybe 2 to 3 years, you'd want to take out your money, then maybe then it is best for you to actually use the Trading 212 Invest account. Another great feature of having your money within your Trading 212 ISA is the fact that you can actually gain interest on any uninvested cash. For example, Trading 212 currently pays 5% as an annual equivalent rate on any uninvested cash. As you can see, currently I don't have any uninvested cash. However, any money that you do earn from interest, you are not going to have to be paying tax on that. So if you are an additional rate taxpayer, then you do not have to worry about putting your money within a stocks and shares ISA and worrying about any interest that you rack up on that account. So make sure to check out some of my other videos, and I will see you on the next video.